Can you hear me, Jeff? Hello. Okay. Well, the satellite, it just went right through the horse. Okay. The satellite trail is right on the horse now. Boy, Aldotech's killing everything. See, and I have no focal reducer, I have no filter. This is a 16-inch at f8. Which counter is not moving? I see the satellite moving across the field. I see the elapsed time on the exposure advancing. Satellite's now off the disk. I mean off the screen. Let's see if I can find a dark. Okay, Jeff. I should have a dark somewhere. Import my cloud. I don't know how long I'm going to be out tonight. It's in the 30s now, dropping into to 23 in the morning. See, I'm in DB2, 14-bit. Gains 30, 10 seconds. Apply that. And I took a quickie flat, import, desktop, 24, 14 bits, DB2, import. Okay, so I got a flat and a dark applied. Okay. This will be interesting to see what happens with additive live stacking. I'm going to put a 3 in the thing, because you got the horse head and 2023 in the field of view. See how bright it gets. That's 2 additive live stack. It got down today after about 4 hours to 53% battery charge, and the inverter started beeping. So the inverted, it was down at, I forget what voltage it was. Let's see, I got a picture of it. Let's see, it 93%, 76%, 60. It was at 13.17 volts, and then I started charging it again. The battery never got into the 12s. It started beeping when it was at like 13.17 or something like that. So this is an additive stack of, I put 3 in the box. I don't know how many are in here total. I'm going to start options. Preferences, auto capture, PNGs, let's do it every 30 seconds. 1,000. I'll put it on the desktop. Okay. I keep getting a lot of text from different lithium-ion battery manufacturers. Let me see. Capture. Auto capture. Okay. Hey, Jim. Yeah, this is a 10-second exposure with... Well, let me get Epic Pen going. Actually, I have my blue jeans on. I have a pair of sweat pants over them. I got my wool socks under them. I got my boots on top of the wool socks. I got my sock hat on, and I have a heater below my seat. So this is a, like I said, it's a 10-second exposure. And the gain is at, oh, higher than I thought. The gain is at 70. Okay, I didn't realize it was that high. Yeah, I posted on a bunch of my Facebook sites that I'd be on, so. Some nice detail in 2023 at the top. I did raise the contrast. Maybe I should have raised the gamma. That's called Alnitak. That's that left belt star in Orion. But it's strange, I have no focal reducer. This is 16-inch f8 rich accretion, and it's directly to the camera with no filter, with no focal reducer, nothing. Wonder what'll happen if I move a little bit to the
The telescope is slewing.
And I'm going to stop the live stacking. I found a feature that I didn't know about in Sky Tools. You can drag the camera field of view box and the scope moves to the new field. So I want to move.
The telescope is slewing.
Let's see if it moves. Yeah, let's see if I did that right. So now that comet should Sky Tools 4 imaging right now. And Greg finally fixed it so that I could connect the ASCOM driver to it. For some reason it got buggy after he did an upgrade. So this is a single 10-second exposure. And let me go now to live additive stacking of 3 and see what happens. So right now the glow from MallinCam should be right between 2023 and the Horsehead. Possibly. Whoa. Yeah, MallinCam is right out of the field of view. Yeah, let me try moving on. And then a satellite. Okay, let's stop the live stacking. And let's see if I can just move 2023 to the top. Because 2023 was starting to show a lot of nice detail. Let's see if that's where I want it to be. Okay, now I'm going to do an ROI. $1,500 by say 12. Nope, that's not going to cover them both. Okay, let's see. Apply. Ah, I can't do that. Because then my darks and flats won't fit. Let me try a longer exposure. Stop. Loop to 15 seconds. Evening, Mike. Now I'll try additive live stacking. Yeah, Jeff, moving up to get Allen attack a little bit further out of the field of view was a better option. See what happens with 15 seconds. Oh, let me do another. $29, 46, 33, 49. I think 15 seconds is too long. Yep, way too long. Let's try average with 15 instead of additive. Meanwhile, what is the other camera showing? God, what is the exposure time on that camera? This is the 10cTEC in the 61 millimeter. I wonder if it's behind the It doesn't look right. It should not be cut off like that. That's better. Power line. You can see the power line from the top right corner. Yep, there it is. On this 10cTEC that you're seeing right now, I have the Orion Sky Glow imaging filter. On the 24cTEC, no filter. That's 15 seconds average stacking. Yeah, Mike, I just said I have the Orion Sky Glow imaging filter. But in the 24cTEC that you're looking at right now, no filters. Maybe I can go at a little bit longer exposure. Right now I'm at 15. Let me do 20 seconds. We'll let the stack build. I have a stack with 15 in it, and I'll add some 20 seconds to it. Oop, histogram definitely moved. Yeah, getting Allen attack far enough out of the field of view killed that big bright spike. Some really nice detail in at 2023 at the top. So this is 20 seconds. See if the other cameras. Yeah, it's not looking bad now. Yeah, this is the one with the Orion Skyglow imaging filter. Do I have them oriented the same? Yep, got them oriented the same. Yeah, it's going to be nippy in the morning. It's supposed to be 23 here. How cold did you say it was, Will, where you are? And Mike, this is with the 10cTEC, which is the smaller sensor than the 26 I had been using. I don't have a color 26. I'll be getting one with the next order. The only one I have now is the mono. Evening, Daryl. Wow. I was listening to Michael last night in Gatineau. Yeah, he was having some nice cold weather also. How did I get these two to not to be the same size? I had originally sized them so that they overlapped one on top of the other. So I just scroll from that's too cold. So I can go to 30-second loop and add to the stack I already have and see what happens. The first time I went to Chiefland, Florida, I forget how many years ago that was, and it was like 14 to 16 Fahrenheit that week. record cold for Florida, and I mean we observed. It wasn't fun, but the skies were so nice that I didn't want to go in. Luckily, I had a trailer close by. Let's see. I guess it's doing okay for no tracking. I mean, no guiding. I'm gonna try that Planetary that Matt had done 2022, I think it was. It didn't look that good when I did it on the 17th. That was like full moon night. Let's see, tools, search, NGC 2022.
NGC 2022 is a planetary nebula in Orion. It is magnitude 11.7, with an apparent diameter of 28 arcseconds.
Okay, let's see. Here's that little puppy. There it is. Slew to and center.
The telescope is slewing.
Let me stop the live stacking. And let me go to the other camera and stop the live stacking. Let's see if I can see the Planetary. God, which one of those dots is the Planetary? Oh, I think it's the blue one. See if it showed up in the main scope. Yeah, the Planetary's there. Let me go to shorter exposure. Come on. That Planetary is to the lower left, lower right of the crosshairs. Yep, there it is. Okay. So let's center it. Looks better than it did the other night. It didn't have that bluish cast at all the other night. I wonder if that's the power line. That might be power line nebula.
Telescope position synchronized.
And where is it in the other one? Oh, at that little itty bitty dot right in the center. Gee. Yeah. You need power to look at this. Okay. Let's go with some live stacking maybe. So we're at 10-second exposure. Boy, I ran out of coffee already. You can see the central star. Let me get the information on this again.
And GC 2022 is a planetary nebula in Orion.
So it is magnitude 11.7. Central star is 14.9, so you're picking up the central star. It's 1 light year across and 8,100 light years from us. But the only thing I could see the other night was this little, let me get the right size. It was like this little bulge or brightness in the outer ring of the planetary. Made it almost look like a wedding ring, a circle with the stone. Evening, Bob, or morning. That's a 400 times zoom. Back off to 100. Doesn't look bad. I was looking at something called the Lambda Orionis Nebula, which is nearby, but it's not worth trying to find. Maybe I'll go over to M78.
The telescope is slewing.
Let's see, where's the dome? Okay, small scope's okay, and the big scope's okay. Okay, let me stop the live stack on this. And there's the power line again. M78, and at the very top you got let me rotate the
The telescope is slewing.
I moved it very little bit. Just satellite. I wanted to get NGC 2071, which is the nebula around the double star at the top. So what's my exposure time? Exposure's 10. I'm gonna go to 15. No guiding, Mike. I think re-greasing the gears made a big difference in the mount. Maybe one day I'll get the patience to try auto guiding. Putting another light sweatshirt on top of the other sweatshirt. How many layers tonight? Oh. All right. Yeah, the blue in M78 looks pretty good. Where's the histogram? Let me bring that over. Well, let me do a white balance first. $33.49. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Because there's some dark lanes inside the nebula. Yeah, okay. Stars. So let me start some live stacking. NGC 2049. Let me label some of this stuff that's in the picture. NGC 64. That is this little nebula there. 2071. NGC 71. Nope. Didn't want that size line. And this other nebula is NGC 2067. What image are we talking about, Jeff? Okay, maybe it'll track. Boy, it's nice. You're starting to see some of the browns in that this Nebula M78. It's not just the blues. Hi, Don. Oh, okay. Yeah, M78 is looking pretty good. It's got... I got 69 images captured already. Let me see if I can, maybe I can go a little bit longer. I'm in, what, 15 seconds? So I'm going to stop, go to 20, and just add to it. I forgot to label the main nebula. M78. Oh, that's... There's a little small dark appendage in this 2067. It's almost like an appendix. Comes across here and then it bulges down. I'll erase it and see if you can. McNeil's Nebula is not there anymore. It doesn't look bad. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, the mount's doing well since I cleaned the gears up and balanced it. Are there any of the bright nebulae in Orion. Astronomical League Bright Nebula list. Maybe there's some I have not looked at yet. Orion. (1944). I don't know if I've looked at this. Let me get it. While I'm on my quest for the Bright Nebula list. Slew to and center.
The telescope is slewing.
This is in the bottom, below the sword. There she blows. I'm thinking 20 seconds may be too long. Let me go to 10 and start with 10. I'll get the information up on it.
Ku-2713c is a multiple star in Orion. It is magnitude 14.4. Ku-2713c is a
Nope, I don't want the multiple star. I want the...
And GC1999 is a reflection nebula in the constellation Orion. Its magnitude is unknown, with an apparent size of 2 arc-minutes. This object was discovered by William Herschel in 1785 using a 18.7-inch telescope. The Dreyer summary reads, a star 10th magnitude, 11th magnitude involving in nebula. And GC1999 is also known as VDB46, and LBN 979.
Let me look at this. Let me get a DSS image, because I don't look at that dark lane that cuts across it. Evening, Derek. Let's see. The DSS image shows that darkness. That's interesting. I'm going to go to a longer exposure, and then I'm going to drag over the DSS image. But I thought that blackness was something on my optical system, but it's not. It's actually there. I'm going to a 20-second exposure. We'll see if it's too long. Yep, it's too long. How about 15? Let me drag that image over. You can see on the DSS image that dark material right next to the star, and it shows up . strange. I'm trying to figure out what's causing those reflections. Let's see. I have my lights off. Is it a power line in that direction? And there is a power line in that direction. Let's do a white balance. 2851. Will do. Let's see. And bring the it's like some dark obstructing material. Let me do a mirror flip. And here's the Sky Tools image now. Wait, I gotta do, no. Yeah, okay, so I got what? 3 stars, okay, 3 stars at the bottom. So that's the same, that's the right orientation now. No, I don't want that. Erase, I was grabbing a line, not a eraser. Okay, trash can. How about a line? See, that's that star. That's that star. That star. And then there, there, and there. So we got the same orientation, roughly. Interesting. I gotta put a designation on this, NGC 1999, so I'll know what it is. Yeah, that's strange looking. NGC 1999. AL right Nebula back cap. That's to remind me that it's on the Astronomical League Bright Nebula list. There is another you got me one what? According to what is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, they show another little diffuse nebulae detached, and I was trying to see if it had a separate designation, but it's that little fuzz right there. But it doesn't have a separate designation. Let's see. Okay. Well, that was NGC 1999, also known as VDB 46. What else do they have in Orion that's nearby? 1976. No, I don't think the area around the trapezium. I think I've seen that before. 1975. Sure, what the heck. 1975 is part of the Running Man.
The telescope is slewing.
$1975 is 1, 2, 3, 4. That star there. It's the bright nebula centered around NGC 19, what is it? NGC 1975. NGC. And it's a part of the Astronomical League Bright Nebula list. And it happens to be the nebulosity surrounding that star. I'm going to call up a DSS image and let's see what it looks like. The Running Man doesn't look bad. See, it's not downloading an image. What's going on? Get DSS image. Get image. For some reason it doesn't want to get an image at that location. Get DSS image. Maybe get a smaller image. Unbelievable. Am I live stacking? Let me go on to some live stacking. Okay. Oh, here it is. Now it's starting to download image data. It's taking sweet time tonight. Satellite. Oh, you notice the gap in the satellite? And it's not a straight line? Is it tumbling? Did you see the wiggle in the line, Jeff? Next image coming up. I'm going to drag the DSS image over. What they're calling this astronomically bright nebula, NGC 1975, is, I think, I don't want a straight line. I think it's the nebula right here, because you can see it in the DSS image. So that was, so there's another one, 1788. What does that one look like? Well, that's another one. The Running Man looks nice that night though. Oh, look at the satellite that went through the bottom of the Running Man. Little fainter trail. Let's go to this other NGC 1788. Okay, slew to and center.
The telescope is slewing.
All I can say is thank goodness for space heaters. I think I found the target. This is what we're going for is this. NGC 1788. And I think we got it. See, it exists. Where's the... Okay, so let me put this over here and move the black point to there and start the live stacking. And this is NGC 1788. NGC AL Bright Nebula list. Bingo. I don't spend a lot of time on any one target. I like jumping around. At the Grand Canyon, Jeff, I'm jumping every 5 minutes to a new target, keeping the crowd entertained. That's why it helps having a fast scope like a Raza or a Hyperstar. You can get something up on the screen real fast, make it look fairly decent, and then jump to another target. It's like a... You can see the... It's almost like a pair of eyeglasses. Looking at you. And when you bring that DSS image over, you'll see it. According to the people I've talked to that are part of the Tucson club that organizes the South Rim Star Party, they're going to have a star party this summer no matter what. We have 2 weeks reserved at the Grand Canyon. I reserved a week at the KOA in Flagstaff the week before, so I can go visit people I know at Lowell. Now I'm starting to plot the route from here to there and back home. Get the campgrounds reserved because the Grand Canyon Star Party ends the week and before the 4th of July weekend. I'm going to go with a little bit longer exposure. Let's see, we'll go to 20 seconds. And we're going to the Grand Canyon even if they don't have a star party. We haven't been there since 19. We missed 20 and 21. We just need to get away. Jeff Best from Mandeville near me, he'll be going to the Texas Star Party and then swinging by the Grand Canyon. He'll meet me there. So it ought to be a fun time. Two years ago when I was there, Dewey Otta from Whidbey and a couple of his sons made the mad dash across country to get there. Well, yes, some people have learned. I like what the UK did, and Ireland's following suit. Pretty much here in Louisiana, it's been fairly open, unless you go to places like New Orleans. But I'm looking at the colors in this nebula. You can see around the above the two eyes, the brownish reds. Really looking nice. It's a beautiful nebula. It really is. No. We've been lucky around here. There's a bunch of small, like, restaurants we go to after we get blood work and go to the doctors. So they're, you know, locals. They're still in business, but there's a lot of them that have shut down. We try to support the locals. What is that glow on the side? Maybe I'm getting close to the shutter and I'm getting reflections. Let me see. I don't know what's causing that. There's no moon yet, that's for sure. That is strange. Okay, let's stop this and go to something else. So that was IC 434. Well, I've looked at that already. Yeah. Let me look at. I haven't looked at the flame yet this evening. Slew to in center.
The telescope is slewing.
So I just went over to the flame. And there it is, along with Alnitak. See if there's anything out there that was causing that reflection. I saw some reflections, but that's, you know. Now, more reflections. Live stack. So this is another of the Astronomical League Bright Nebula, NGC 2024. Yeah, well, I got to do 100 of them. I think 100. I mean, a lot of them I've seen before. A lot of them are repeats. But then I got to fill out the form with the information. That's why I'm grabbing a video so that I can get the date and the time and the exposure and everything else to put on the report. Oh, gee, they have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's another 16 bright nebula in Orion. The monkey head is in Orion? Sure is. Orion just in over the Gemini border. Okay. Wow, okay. Might go for it next. I think maybe my dark is not the right dark. See, what's my gain? I'm gain 70 gain. Let's see. Dark. Dark 24cTEC. Guess my closest gain will be 60. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it not matching? Oh, 14 bits. 60, 20 seconds. Okay, now it'll import. Okay. Gotta match the binning and the bit rate. There's a nice structure in there. Might be time to take some new darks. I don't know when I took these. Probably a while ago. $432. There's another nebula right near the flame. That's one of the bright nebula. I'm going to get a DSS image while this is building, and then let's see. This is the VRC16 at f8. That 16-inch truss Ritchie accretion. And I'm using the 24cTEC, no filters. I also have, and I haven't looked at it in a while, I got the 10cTEC running in the 61 millimeter. Kind of like my finder scope. But yeah, this is a gorgeous image of the flame. Well, I'm going to go to the next target on the list. It's right above here. Slew to and center.
The telescope is slewing.
Night, Mike. Glad you could stop by. This is going to be right above the top of the flame. It's IC 432. IC. Oh. How about stopping the stack? Boy, that's going to be rough because of Allen attack. Which way do I move it? I'm going to try moving it down. Yep. It's that nebula right around, you can see the wispy detail around that bright star. It's almost like the Pleiades. That's part of the AL. I'm going to do some stacking now, see what happens. It'll drag the DSS image over. You can see the nebulosity surrounding that star. See if we can pick up, it's showing a little curvy structure. Be interesting to see if we can pick it up live. There's also another reflection nebula you can see up here around that star. I don't think that one's in the Astronomical League list. You can faintly see the nebula. There's a bunch of faint nebulosity around this star. Let me try increasing the exposure, see if I can get any more of this nebula to pop out. What am I in, 20 seconds now? Let me push it up to 30. But you are seeing some of the curving arcs. You can see there's like a dark lane. So you can see the dark lane through here, and you can see the dark lane over here, and then there's another dark lane between the star, and it shows up right here. I think I have to adjust the histogram. Let me see. Oh wait, what happened? Oh. Yeah, let me move the histogram over. Yeah, and you're seeing that nebula around the other star is coming out. So I'll drag it over here. This is the one that's IC 431. That's faintly showing up around this star. That's an interesting nebula. Being where as close as it is to the flame, I've never seen it before. Okay. There's supposed to be a nebula around the middle star in the belt. It's on the astronomical league list. What is it? LBN 940. What the heck? I'll go for it. Slew 2 in center.
The telescope is slewing.
Very nice. Yeah, initially I was not going to come out because of the cold, and I said, what the heck. Can always get warm later. This is supposedly what we're looking for. There's some nebulosity around the middle star in the belt. I don't know if this is it over here to the left of the star. We'll have to see what actually shows up. It may be just so bright that we're not going to pick it up. Because of the glow of the star. Let's go back down to 20 seconds and see what happens. There's just so many bright stars in the area. If I don't see anything here, I may go to something bigger and brighter next. And 2. Nah, I don't see that nebula. Let's go to the monkey head.
The telescope is slewing.
I might have to move the scope now. I mean the dome now. Yeah. I just turned the blue lights off. Yeah, I need the blue lights to see if the scope is aimed. One thing, I think the monkey head is too big for the field of view. Yeah, there it is in the 61 millimeter. Let's move the scope. How you doing, Steve? Let's see. Maybe I can go a little bit further up. It's gonna be hard to get the whole monkey's head in there. Oh, I might have gone too far. So let's do some live stacking now. Okay. So this is the monkey head. What is it? NGC 2174. NGC. So how many in the stack? Okay. Let's go with a longer exposure here and see what happens. Yeah, this is with the 61 millimeter. And this one does have a filter. The Orion Sky Glow imaging filter. much bigger field of view. Might have to go to longer exposure at f8. Yeah, let's see. With a little bit longer exposure, so boy, my knees hurt. Hopefully I'm still broadcasting. About an hour and 40 minutes into a recording. Some nice hot chocolate when I go in. Oh, man. Rusty did the seagull last night. The problem is the seagull is so large. It's definitely not going to fit in the 16. It'll fit in the 61 millimeter. I almost put the monochrome 26 in the 61 millimeter with an H alpha filter. At the subtle color differences in the monkey head. Look at the blues up here. There's a bluish, light bluish violet that kind of meanders through here, and then you got the bright reds. It just varies from spot to spot in the nebula. It is taking forever and a day to download DSS images tonight. Nope. Now it's just starting to download the image. I'm downloading a 2-degree across image of the Seagull Nebula. Boy, it is not downloading fast at all. That filter's really giving a weird cast to this image. I haven't been capturing any images with it. I should have. Capture to the desktop. Desktop. 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. I didn't try. I don't know if I did a white balance or no, not white balance. I'll try a white balance first and see what it does with the green. See, it was minus 60. Nope, that didn't change it. It's got to be the filter causing that. See what that does that time. You tell me. It went weird all of a sudden. I adjusted the green, maybe too much. We do a white balance again. Let's try it right about there. 0.7538. That shows better. Shows it a little bit red. Let's go back to the big Canon. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is looking red in the smaller one. You can see at the top. Let me go to a different target. Let's go to a different target. Yeah, it's got to be the filter. Slew to and center at correct.
The telescope is slewing.
I'm gonna have to move, I think. Move the dome. Yep. Okay. Okay, I'm off the dome now. I was looking at the dome. There it is. Okay. What does it look like in the big scope? Oh, I'm still live stacking in the big scope. Yeah, okay. I can feel the temperature creeping downward. Yeah, we'll see a part of the rose. Let's go with a shorter exposure. Stop from 30. Let me go down to 20. Meanwhile, let's go back to the other scope. Now let's do another white balance. Oh, that made the white balance made it way too red. Let me do a white balance in the corner, see what happens. 63.41. Still red. Well, I know the rosette's red, but something doesn't look quite right. Let's see what the big gun's doing. Yep. It's called clipping the histogram. Yeah, you're getting the very center. This is what, 20-second exposure. Let me go see if I can get the head of the seagull in a minute. And that might be the last target for the night after. Yeah, the dehumidifier running over there is not helping because it's blowing air around in the room and making it cool. Jeff, I started looking for new lithium-ion batteries because I think the one I have is not going to last for the time I need every night at the Grand Canyon. I start with the laptop and the little external monitor fully charged. I usually start with the Evolution mount charged and then plug everything into the inverter off the battery, and I was running just the laptop and the monitor, and it lasted about three and a half hours, but it fully discharged the battery on the external monitor because I didn't have it plugged into a power source. The laptop still was fully charged, or 63%, whatever it was. I had it set for a lower charging rate. started looking around. I sent some inquiries out to some of the different manufacturers. One place gives you an 11-year warranty. The question is, how good is an 11-year warranty if a company goes out of business? The last place I had bought the original battery from, they went bankrupt, and the battery's 3.5 years old. So if I had an 11-year warranty, what good would it be? See a little Bach. Yeah, well, at the Grand Canyon you need it because there's no AC power anywhere where you're set up, and they don't let you run generators. Otherwise, I'd bring my Honda generator and run it, and that would solve all the problems. But generators are not allowed there. You can see those little Bach globules up here. There's more at the very top. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, there was some spots where they were telling people to stop charging their cars because the grid wouldn't support it, and that's with the cars they have now. Well, let me go see. Let me try the Seagull, and I think that may be Seagull Nebula. Interactive Atlas. That's got to be the head of the Seagull right there. Click. Slew to.
The telescope is slewing.
In this big scope, I think all I'm going to get is going to be the head. Because even the head's going to be big, because it's 2/3 of a degree by 2 degrees in size overall for the eagle. I mean for the Seagull. I think we're just going to have the head here. And there's the head. Let's see, where do I want to do? I want to do a white balance. What does it look like in the other? Oh, how about stopping the live stacking? I think I'm looking at the dome with that one. No, it's pretty low too. Okay. God, why is that? Jeez, why is that looking that bad? 15 seconds. Is that the Slidell light pollution killing me? Yeah, it was. There's the head of the seagull right in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, the light pollution down there is wiping me out. Let me try 10 and see if I can pull it off. Rusty got this pretty good last night. Yeah, little town of Slidell, Louisiana, about 30,000, is about it's actually about 5 miles due south of me. So I'm looking right towards the sky globe. Oh, man. I think the sky globe. I mean, you got the whole seagull there, but it's not looking very good at all. Yeah, they will.
Thor's helmet is a likely H2 region in the constellation.
I can see me trying to tow a 39-foot travel trailer with an electric through the mountains in the Rockies. Maybe one day, but not now. GMC diesel going through Vail Pass at 12,000 feet back in 19. That was easy. No kidding. I'm gonna do one last thing. I'm gonna go to Thor's helmet.
The telescope is slewing.
Boy, that was a quick hop. Jeez. I didn't realize I was that close to it. Oh, power line nebula. All right. Yep. Yeah, 3 to 4 gallons a dollar. Uncle had a Texaco station. Whew. Those were the days. especially when the oil embargo hit when I was going to college. Yep. Yep. You can see both upper horns. How low am I? God, where am I? Altitude's 32 degrees. Okay. Definitely looking into light pollution. The top horn is it's there. Oh yeah. My grandson's wife and family is from the Ukraine. And she just gave birth to their first baby, and I saw her mother and father there. It's like, what's going on over there now? Whew. Luckily they're here and not there. Nope. Yeah, that one fan-shaped... Was it the one fan-shaped horn? Is there. Faint one down here. It's there, but barely. Yeah. Oh well. This is not looking too bad. So I've captured 235 images with the DS24cTEC. I'm catching the power line with the 10cTEC. Might as well turn that puppy off. Yeah, this one's not looking too bad. Well, guys and gals, I am going to be pulling the plug, getting ready to go inside and get some hot chocolate. Glad y'all could stop by. If it's clear tomorrow, I might try again. One thing I didn't do tonight was try comets. I was going to go for the Comet 19P again, but oh well. Well, y'all have a good evening. Oh, sorry, Matt, you just joined the party late. I'm in the process of shutting down. Well, maybe tomorrow night. Y'all have a good evening. Signing off for now.
Telescope disconnected.